Hey guys, welcome to my channel. It's getting late, so this is a late night reading. Okay, we'll see what we get. Again, these are collective readings. They're not going to resonate with everybody, so take what resonates and leave the rest. Okay, what does my collective need to know? Okay. Someone, a group, a cult, a coven, a gang, okay, toxic family members want you to feel weighed down, okay? They've been working to weigh you down, to tire you out, to stress you out, okay? To weaken you, okay? In order to sacrifice you. Because they dream of being able to sacrifice you, probably for some sort of materialistic gains. They're passionate, or you could be passionate about moving forward. You could be passionate about moving forward, or they are passionate about moving forward in this Queen of Cups energy. So they want to be seen as the Queen of Cups. You could be a Cancer, Pisces or Scorpio. Been a lot of hexing, cursing, okay? A lot of hexing, a lot of cursing, but that's been revealed with the Sun card. A lot of backstabbing, a lot of deceit, a lot of betrayal, okay? Weighing this feminine down, or could be a masculine, okay? In order to sacrifice this feminine. Because they don't want to see her moving forward. Could be a chosen one, sun child. Chosen one, sun child. There's been a lot of battling, okay? This family has been collaborating to compete. It's like gang affiliation, competition magic, okay? Competing to sacrifice this Queen of Cups. We've got an emperor, a father figure, okay, who was lacking in his own realm with the Four of Cups. And he wanted to be able to move forward and get out of going to prison and wanted some sort of gifts. So wanted this Queen of Cups gifts, gang affiliation, battling and competing. So it could be a father figure who's done this. Wants to be seen as an emperor. It's an older masculine. Wants some sort of gifts. They could be investing in bringing an end in with this Scorpio energy to a Virgo. Could be investing in bringing an ending to a Virgo. Okay. Scorpio or a Virgo. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. There's a Leo involved. A Scorpio masculine involved. Quite possibly a Pisces masculine involved. They're trying to avoid going to prison, surrounding a sacrifice. Three of Cups, them and the friends had been defending each other. They've been celebrating and partying together, surrounding a heartbreaking situation and persistently bringing heartbreak. Because they don't want love in this person's world. Look, we've got, could be even linking with the Lovers and the Two of Cups to exes. 2 exes at least. Who are on the attack. Shut off off from their emotions and trying to attack this Queen of Cups and quite possibly bring an ending, investing in bringing an ending to a Virgo child. Or for some, investing in bringing an ending, and they want her divine guidance and her spiritual gifts. But they don't want to, they don't want to go to prison for collaborating to bring an ending. They really don't. Going to be doing some binding spells also. Wear this person down, stress this person out, okay? Bind them and then sacrifice them. And they think that they're going to achieve ultimate happiness trying to play happy families while persistently bringing heartbreak and stress. Check in. Do you know, these families, couple of exes, pals, alright, playing stupid games, very stupid games. Surrounding this Queen of Cups, fruits of her labour, her gifts, okay? Her family, which could be her children, okay? Her ultimate happiness. We've got online slappers who think they have big opinions. A set of slappers. That's what they are. We've got check-in. So they do all these 6 sinister things, yeah? And then they go, they send a message, go, you alright? Are you alright? Baker could be significant. A baker could be involved, or Baker, last name. Nine of Cups and 6 of Swords. But the way it is, what I'm getting is they are dreaming about making out like someone's ended their own life. They're trying everything to stop people looking up to this Queen of Cups by sacrificing her, quite possibly children, persistently playing stupid games, but the heart is, do you know? What they are doing is heartbreaking. Baker is significant in this reading. Baker is significant. Could be linking to suicide because they don't want to face accountabilities to their crimes. Devil. The Devil card. They've been painting a false picture, okay? Maybe quite possibly they're not liking how creative this Queen of Cups is. And they dreamed about having this Queen of Cups world, this Queen of Cups life, happiness, maybe even divine connection and son child. Because they want to be in some sort of goddess energy, but I'm getting Jezebel, incubus, succubus. Capricorn energy, very toxic. It could have been, could be linked into a foster family also, that's for some. Players. Oh, I'm a player. Female women who are playing silly games also. The brain dead. Thinking they're going to get away with it. Of course they are. Baker is significant. Either A. Baker or Baker last name. Alright? We've got an emperor figure who has been breadcrumbing. They want a feminine energy to be begging for scraps. They invested a lot of time, money and energy in competing against this Queen of Cups. Baby Capricorn too, very toxic. Serving the devil. You could be breaking through these illusions. They've got a very strange perception of reality. Fish or fisher could be significant. Fish or fisher. Distorted feminine, very distorted. Very distorted female energies. Always drinking, always partying, alright. A lot of entity attachments. They've been doing spell work, okay. They've been harassing this Queen of Cups. Could have been on her own with child or children, okay. But they collaborated with their other family members and friends to sacrifice this Queen of Cups and child or children. And they were celebrating, playing heartbreaking games persistently and using emergency services, calling them out in order to gang stalk and harass. Police are involved because they've been getting sucked off by these Jezebels. Straight to the point, sorry about that. Police are involved because they've been getting slammed by these Jezebels, alright? So they don't care about them sacrificing this Queen of Cups or her child or children. I am getting attempted murder. Trying to place this Queen of Cups at a scene of a crime. Secret lesbians they are. Secret lesbians and all. Maybe this Queen of Cups is not, and they're jealous. Jealous that this Queen of Cups doesn't fancy the Jezebel or the incubus. Yeah, that's one. Narcissists, flying monkeys, so gang stalking, gang affiliation, alright. They are battling and competing to bring death to this Queen of Cups and her child children. Signing this Queen of Cups signature, so identity theft. Black van parked up abduction. Abducting this Queen of Cups children in a silly game. A rugby coach or a rugby player involved, okay? A university lecturer or someone who works at a university who wants this Queen of Cups life path for themselves. So I thought they'd snatch kiddies and play sinister games, but I'm getting this Queen of Cups into that. So how can they want this Queen of Cups life path? Corrupt attorney, so forced power of attorney over this feminine and child or children. And they're projecting, or they're still a little slapper, insecurities on this Queen of Cups. Because all they do is drink and party all the time. Stolen home. Fake accounts copying. Yeah, online slappers again. Shit starers. Plebs who work in groups. Alright. Carrying a weapon. Wasting a lot of money, too much money on spell work. Kidnapping for money payout. So they got in on abducting Queen of Cups kids as a fun game for them. Local police force involved in cover-ups because they're a set of idiots. And when I say a set of idiots, they disgust me, these corrupt coppers. and getting at the jealous of this Queen of Cups strength, yeah? So they've been playing a tug of war. They've been playing a tug of war, trying to rip the children from this Queen of Cups. Eight of Swords. Because they want to see this Queen of Cups in some sort of mental entrapment instead of in this Queen of Cups energy, in this Sun type of energy, in this Ten of Cups energy, in this Six of Pentacles energy. They're jealous. Some malicious little bitches. Malicious little bitches. Filing false reports, fake ambulance call-outs, okay? Using people like NHS like they've done with me. You know, corrupt social services, corrupt Humberside police, like that. Because they've got the tits hanging out and their eyelashes on. Like, I can get away with anything, me. Snatching this Queen of Cups kids. Hacking this Queen of Cups computers, laptops, okay? Spying on this Queen of Cups. Honestly, there's some right dirty little bitches in this world, isn't there? Some right jealous little slappers. Sorry, but that's just what I'm getting. They want this feminine's destiny and children for themselves. They don't know where to go in their own world, in their own life. They're like this, I'm lost. Oh yeah, this seems like a fun game to play, doesn't it? Yeah, no, you're a disgusting, stupid, silly little bitch who's nothing but a raging alky, alright, constantly snorting the cocaine, yeah, constantly snorting the cocaine, and because she has her baps out and her eyelashes on and all that, yeah, they think they can get away with it. They get caught, good, game over, good, good, finding evidence on this. With this sexual protection, they could have said this Queen of Cups was a prostitute. But yet these little slappers have got a new bloke every 5 minutes and you'll see him uploading pictures on Facebook every 5 minutes, top pulled down, all that shit. And then they say they've got depression. When this comes out at court, they're going to go, I'm really sorry. Because they was partying and they was dancing, and I told her, and they was fucking glug, 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 getting off the tits on drugs, filing false reports, calling ambulances, calling the police, gang stalking, calling social services, and trying to get the kids snatched in a silly little pathetic little game. They disgust me, these silly little bitches. Absolutely disgust me. Destroyed, shattered, broken, fucked up. They just wanted to see this Queen of Cups destroyed and broken. Because they felt insecure in their own silly little toxic little world. So they wanted to backstab this Queen of Cups, surrounding her Ten of Cups, her sunshine, her happiness and her gifts. And they wanted the fruits of her labour. Quite possibly her skills, her forward movement. So they sacrificed her for that, and children, okay, backstabbed her, got this Queen of Cups locked up. Corrupt police was helping, yeah, with this betrayal and this backstabbing, because they was all having sex with each other. Aren't the police disgusting? Some of them are. When they work like this. Oh, yeah, well I was with her in secondary school and you know what I mean, we was together back in day and you know, we're slamming each other and now we just want to get off our tits on drugs and all that and just slam each other again. I don't think the police should be getting off their tits on drugs, constantly partying and stuff like that, yeah, slamming around like fuck, kidnapping kids and getting in on these toxic games. But they're not going to want to hear that, are they? These toxic police, they're not going to want to hear that. I don't think they should be working in fucking law or in the fucking police when they're just all about slamming around. Can't keep it in the pants for 2 minutes. All they give a damn about is, oh, well, if else happens to her, we'll protect her because she's always got her boobs hanging out for us, hasn't she? And she's always trying to seduce us with her lies. So whatever she says goes abomination to the Lord Jesus Christ, our Saviour. You'd be getting involved in fake ambulance call-outs and calling the police, social services, sacrificing a motherfucker like me and my kids. You've now been locked in spiritual prison, stripped of all your spiritual gifts, and I'll see you in the fucking courtroom, I will. Yeah, so, I've had this done to me. Toxic, malicious little bitches. Corrupt attorney, forcing power of attorney. They want to serve the devil, but the devil doesn't even like them. Because, well, I'm pretty sure, yeah, when their time's up, the devil's going to drag them to hell and he's going to annihilate and torture them in hell for hundreds, if not thousands and thousands of years. The jealous that this Queen of Cups is majestic, and they did it because they wanted a piece of this wealth, 90,000 to £100,000, and to get protection, they was proper knob-docky, riding corrupt coppers, all just slamming each other, thinking it was fucking great. They expect things to fall in their laps. Even got military people involved. Oh, they were slamming, getting it all out for. Yeah, they have got a strange perception of reality. Yeah, so you could be breaking through these illusions. These people have not got a brain, they've not got a heart. All eyes are on them now because all they care about is the tacker. And these corrupt military, these corrupt ambulance services, corrupt law, okay, corrupt hospitals, corrupt social services, they don't care about saving anybody. All they care about is their own self-loathing, okay, their own egos, and snatching kiddies and stuff like that for a fun game, and they're glug, 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 snot, 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 off the tits on drugs, and they're like, look at me, I work in the military, and I'm always partying, drinking like fuck, and I've got a gun, and all. And I slam out but Jezebels, and I snatch kids, but I solid, no. I don't think you are. You're a poor excuse for a man. That's what I think. Getting in on sacrificing women and their kids. What? Because she didn't message you back here? 4'9" could be significant. These dark witches, they're putting period blood in food. We've got 1 million to 2 million. Alright. So there's a lot of money involved in this. A lot of money involved. A lot of money involved. All they care about is little slappers. All these corrupt governments care about is toxic, silly little slappers, yeah, who just want all the drugs up the fucking nose, all the pill popping, and all the D to themselves. Because a slapper will always be a silly little slapper. Manipulated little bitches, yeah? Like these men. You get pregnant to one of these military men, yeah? They sacrifice that baby, trust me. Even while it's in the womb. Yeah? They sacrifice children in the womb. It's all they give a fuck about, yeah? Is more money, more hers, and if I get involved in doing some sick shit, I got more money for more hers, and I think you disgust me. These corrupt military, they disgust me, yeah? Would I fuck, yeah? Would I fuck? Be proud of myself if I was one of these sick fucks. Not to be proud of. I don't do fuck all for our country, except from snatch kids and sacrifice fucking kids and run round acting like big man after a couple of glugs and look at me. I'm going to be playing these heartbreaking games persistently, manipulate, lie, control. They disgust me. And all they care about is some silly little slappers, because they've got the tits out and their eyelashes on. They're disgusting. Honestly. And what they do, yeah, because they're involved in dark arts and they love it when these dark witches mix period blood in their food. They love it. And we're enemy of anyone who's not into that. Like this Queen of Cups, who was an empress. And that's the truth. So they've romanticised and fantasised about this Empress Queen of Cups, these enemies being like homeless out on the streets. The absolute fools. Absolute fools. Do you know what? These people just disgust me. They really do. Honestly, they disgust me. These silly little child snatching games. Why is the government condoning that? Supporting hiring these sick fucks here to act all big man. Look at me, I've got a gun, think I'm great, glug, glug, glug. I slam Jezebels, more money, more fucking hoes, and I snatch kids and I'm acting like big man and you want fucking respect from a motherfucker like me. No respect, okay? Because you're an abomination to the Lord Jesus Christ, our Saviour. Police don't want to hear it, but they're just as fucking sick. So we've got sick fucks working within the government thinking that they should control the general public, and these stupid, malicious little bitches in the general public, they think that they deserve protection for doing all these sick, sinister games when they don't deserve shit, right? And anyone getting involved in this, because a lot of them have got kids themselves, yeah? If they've got hold of some money, millions of pounds, okay, been splitting it amongst themselves, this femme deserves to get everything back. A Capricorn involved deserves to get everything back. And all these women who's got kids, who's been false reporting, yeah, and partying, yeah, and just thinking it's a fun game, they deserve to be exposed for who they really are, okay? For who they really are. They really do. They deserve that. Even the local bikes involved, told ya. Even the local bikes involved, everyone's had a bit of that. Everyone has. All lost souls. We got 700,000 to 800,000. Even people aged 55 to 60, and even people aged 85 and above are being involved in this. False reporting. Corrupt police officers involved in snatching kids. Ambulance services. Corrupt social services. 2929. Lucifer doesn't even like them. But they keep sacrificing people to Lucifer. Because they want money. They just disgust me. Majority of people who work in the government are Luciferians and they worship the devil. Let me just say that. Yeah. And they poison people's food and drinks. Okay. Anyone who don't want this to be going down, you speak out about any of this pedo rings or out like that. yeah, they'll sacrifice you, snatch your kids, alright, like they have done me. 55 to 60 involved, dirty little pedos, alright, well, they're all under judgment. I'll tell you why, because they're guilty. Them and their little slappy mates who like to play games and break hearts because they think there's something. They're not. They're just dirty little slappers, and when it comes to it, yeah, their kids are going to get ripped off them because they're always off out partying, snorting, taking drugs, collaborating together, yeah, dreaming about what? The D. That's all they care about. Is the next bit of D. And all they care about is the next bit of punani. They don't care about serving to protect. They care about this Queen of Cups generational wealth. And who's coming on in to love this Queen of Cups? This Empress. Because they want to keep it a secret how mean they are with this Four of Pentacles and Six of Cups. They've got their kids. So they don't want anyone to help this Empress, this Queen of Cups, yeah? Queen of Wands has been involved, always got her tits hanging out, she has. So we was like, oh yeah, go on then, we'll help you, you've got your tits out, that's the truth. Because they was just twitching and itching down there. Yeah, and there was King of Wands. What all he gives a fuck about is his wand. And someone getting on that, but look at it. He's got herpes or something. Yeah. Works within the justice system. What they do is heartbreaking. And then Two of Pentacles, yeah. Anyone who speaks out about what they've been doing with these several different sacrifices, Seven of Cups, nutter. Don't listen to one, nutter. But they're going to get kicked out, okay? They're going to get kicked out of the police, alright? They're going to get kicked out of the stupid law firm. They're going to get kicked out of the military, the Marines, okay? They're going to get kicked out of the army. They're going to go homeless, alright? They're going to go mentally unstable because all these illusions and all that, yes, darling. Because the devil is here to collect these sick fucks, let me tell you that. The devil's here to collect because they made a deal with the devil, yeah, what they cannot keep. That's why, yeah, they thought it was going to come up on the back of this Queen of Cups, this Empress, and sacrifice her and her kids for the generational wealth. They thought it was going to come on up, but they're going down. Told you they're going down. The devil is coming to collect. They're going to be chained to the devil for all eternity, thousands of years. Yeah. Oh yeah, they are. They love toxicity. They love these toxic games. They feed and thrive off toxic energy. And they love to sacrifice women and their children and cause heartbreak. Stress them out. They think it's funny. It makes them twitch off down there. They stalk. They spy. Don't like it when this Queen of Cups, this Empress, gets in their Queen of Wands energy either. Because people think she's competition. And they want all the D to themselves. They have about 9 Ds a week. 9 Ds in a year. At least. 9 Ds in 3 or 9 months. We've got 3 there and 9 there. Okay? So these slappers have about 9 D a week. Or 9 D a month. And that's what these corrupt law love. You've had about 16,000 D, have you? Let me have some of that as well. And because this Empress, this Queen of Cups, ain't like that, yeah? She don't want to get involved and out like that. They probably called the police and made out like she was a hooker when they're on it and at it with everybody. Constantly partying, off the tits on drugs. That's why they're all going down. I'm getting, quite possibly, piecing this puzzle together. They're just after other people's little angels. And sacrificing angels to the devil. That's what these enemies are all about. They wanted their bank accounts to go up, but I'm getting that the bank accounts is going to get drained. Several times they tried to sacrifice this Empress, this Queen of Cups, to the devil and her child children. Full community involved. Let me refer to the book. Honestly. These people don't even deserve to be living or walking this planet, they don't. They really don't. In my eyes, they don't. Sick fuckers. Honestly. An honest man, committed, important and indulgent, can help you achieve your dream. Trust him. So there could be a masculine energy, okay, who's helping you take these people down and bring justice and piecing the puzzle together. These enemies. Who sacrificed this Empress several times and their child or children to the devil. Okay. So we've got Hangman, doubt. They want this Empress, this Queen of Cups, to doubt herself. To doubt her strength. To doubt whether she can get her children back, because this is what they are doing. They're snatching kids for fun. But some of these people have kids of their own. Yeah? And for getting involved in this, they deserve to get locked up, charged, okay? And their kids should go up for fucking adoption. Because these games, what they play, are sick. This sick military they are. Put aside hesitation and uncertainty. Wait patiently for the right time to arrive. Nothing important and enduring can be obtained without patience. They know they're guilty from playing these games. They just dreamed about collaborating together with pals, with friends. They know they're guilty. They know this Empress Queen of Cups is speaking the truth. They've got no remorse. Tell you why? Because they're still trying to celebrate and party and have it all hanging out all the time. It's these stupid bins on social media who's uploading a picture of themselves, yeah, every 5 minutes with it all on show, top pulled down, and they'll be in relationships, yeah. The fella will go to sleep. 5 minutes later, after he's closed his eyes, yeah, she's there, uploading another picture, top pulled down, getting all posy. Jezebel, they love him, they love him. These military men love him far too much. Well, I'll protect this Jezebel. I'll let this Jezebel do out. I'm proper into child sacrifice, me, mate. Glug, glug, glug. I've got a gun. I'm acting big man and I want to create a narrative, a false narrative and an illusion that they're actually here to serve, to protect. Because they're not, let me tell you that now. A lot of these military who are involved in this are sick as fuck. They're involved in child sacrificing and snatching kids for fun. Then they want to label this Empress, this Queen of Cups, as mentally unstable. Maybe several times or more, when she's tried to speak out, they're like, don't listen to her, she's a nutter. You know the gist, alright? They play the same games, they've got similar tactics. They've done this to a good lady. They've done this to a good mother, for fun. They want to keep it a secret because they've been really mean and they won't let go of their child children. They won't let us see their child children. And it's something to do with sharing her wealth between themselves and snatching kids. Because these false fake people thought they'd be really happy. There's even married people involved in this. Honestly. Dark witches who like to snatch kids for fun, do a shit ton of black magic and go, don't talk about what we're doing, don't say black magic, that's alright, yeah. Sick. They're like this in all, by the way. Yeah. Oh, yeah. They are. Even the married people want to, let me join in. Let me join in. I want to get snatching kiddies. I want to take generational wealth and I want to make out like I'm a rich girl. Because they've stolen some sort of money. Snatching kids and doing that on her own grandchildren. This married stupid cowards. Because they took hold of generational wealth. Snatched kids and they're like, well, we'll make out like we're all happy. We're good men, we're good women, alright, but they're just devils in the meat suit. They're disgusting. They've had military involved as well. They've done this to me. A Marine. Because I want messaging him back. Got involved in sacrificing me and my kiddies. I'm telling you, I've been sacrificed, me and my kids from all angles, for my generational wealth too. It's disgusting. They've even tried to battle and compete against the kids. For their wealth and bully the kids. Far of ones, people in the community, then they go out and party and celebrate and like, look at us, big men, big women, we're bullying the kids, come party with us. And this is what these sick military men like. And these sick police officers like, and these sick ambulance workers like, and these sick fucking law. It's what they like. Oh, look at us, we're having a party. They've gone to festivals, and they've partied, they've celebrated with this generational wealth. Concerts. And they've been laughing. But with this Hierophant card, I don't think the Most High thinks are fucking funny. I think the Most High thinks they're foul. And that's why they're going to hell. That's why they're going to hell. Because he's seen everything. Archangel Michael's seen everything. And they're going to hell for what they've done. They're going to burn in hell for what they've done. Because they've celebrated and partied, yeah, took somebody else's generational wealth, okay, sacrificed this Queen of Cups, this Empress, and her child children. They'd be laughing about it, partying and celebrating. Archangel Michael is bringing this to light. black magic, I told her. And they do a shit ton of black magic on an empress. 9 of Swords in reverse, they don't even feel guilty about it. Ugh. Oh, they don't even feel bad. Look at this. Sneaking around. Sneak attacks. Because they don't want this femme to get her money back. 4 of Swords and isolation spells. And they're still watching and still trying to study this Empress, this Queen of Cups, and see who's coming on in. Actually sending people towards this Empress. 9 of Wands, let your guard down. Let me in. This is my dad, this. He does sick shit and all. He's going to hell. Of course he is. Let your guard down. Let me in. Let me in. Little pig, let me in. My dad does this sick shit. Here he is, all premeditated, the dirty fuck. You want it, yeah? You've now been locked in spiritual prison, stripped of all your spiritual gifts. I'll see you in that fucking courtroom. Sacrifice, but he wasn't able, alright? And go, oh, she's mentally unstable. Don't listen to her, call her a Knight of Cups. Go in there, alright? Go date her, alright? 4 of Pentacles, be really mean, alright? Rather than keeping all of the kids. Page of Cups, mean man. Very mean man. Disgusting. All premeditated. Because they're sick. And he's going to burn in hell. Him and his partner. Knight of Swords and the Death card. Involved in an assassination attempt on his own child. And his own grandchildren. 8 of Swords in reverse because he didn't want to go to prison. Same as my family, this. Same as my family. Same as people in hometown. 8 of Swords in reverse because they don't want to go to prison. They're all under judgment. And the full world, yeah, is going to see these people for who they really are. Then, and their partners, the friends' partners, the friends' friends, alright. Everyone else involved, corrupt police officers, alright. Because they want to snatch kids, take generational wealth, even putting it out on his own grandchildren. Because he wants to grow, you see. With this generational wealth, he wants to grow and he wants a shit ton of drugs, doesn't he? That's why he's a very mean man, trying to keep hold of these kiddies and trying to take control of these kids, yeah? Because he don't want this news to get out there. It's getting out there anyways, Dad. You and your fucking pals, you sick fuck. That was committed to taking this generational wealth. 10 of Pentacles. An Emperor, alright. A player, also in that devil energy. A early beard, alright, a early beard. Corrupt emergency workers. Set of fools. Set of fools. They want everything of this Empress. Her gifts, look. Give me your gifts. Give me everything. Are yours. I think because I'm a devil worshipper, yeah, I should have everything that's yours because they are, they're satanic. Working with the devil, sacrificing to the devil because they want even this Empress's spiritual gifts. They want her generational wealth. They want her children doing shit to the black magic, snatching children, sacrificing, taking control of this generational wealth, this gaining a lot of money, okay? They also want with the Hermit card, her spiritual guardians, you know, her spiritual protection. They're deluded. Absolutely deluded. Because anything what they've got is from robbery, stealing, sacrificing people, time and time again. My dad's involved in this shit. All premeditated. Hit and runs, alright, because he didn't want to go to prison, sacrificing me, his own daughter, and his own grandchildren, and gaining power of attorney over my generational wealth, sneak attacking, 4 assaults, let's study her every movement, sneak around, keep following her, getting active military and military outside of the military, okay, corrupt law, because maybe family members work within the law, because they've planned this for a long time. They've planned this for years, and I mean years, because I'm getting, yeah, but they knew this Empress, this Queen of Cups, was coming into some money from the divine, which wasn't theirs. And the only way they felt like they could take it is by sacrificing this Empress and her children several different times to the devil, and they'll go, it's alright, we'll get these ambulance workers and stuff like that, just call her an utter. And NHS and stuff like that's been helping, because they're dirty fucks. Let me tell you that. Not all of them, but a lot of them, they are. Because family are working within the NHS. 8 of Pentacles. So it's all been planned throughout this Empress's, this Queen of Cups full life. They got themselves in these positions, yeah, because they knew that this Empress was coming into some money. Because they looked. They paid for a reading when this Queen of Cups was a baby. They paid for a reading. They said she's coming into a lot of money. So they was like, right, well, we better get ourselves working in law, and we better get ourselves working in like NHS, and then we'll do all these sick things, and we'll sacrifice kiddies, and kiddies, and we'll take everything, and we'll just call her nutty, yeah? 6 of Pentacles in reverse. 5 of Wands. It was a generous amount, what they took. Rivals. Empress's family have been at her rivals throughout her full life. They're under judgment. Ten of Wands and the Magician card. Constantly causing stress. 8 of Swords in reverse. They're trying to avoid going to prison for what they've done. That's why, yeah, they've been doing everything they can to stop themselves from going to prison. 5 of Swords in reverse. They've been defeated. Ace of Swords, because the truth is coming on out. We've got the Knight of Swords in reverse. They've been revealed for identity theft and everything. Because they want to be this Queen of Cups, okay? If they want this Queen of Cups generational wealth, after they've done some right sick shit, they have. Just like my family and friends and community. And they were celebrating. Partying. All partied together. We've got the Justice card. Even these dark witches who worked in the justice system, all partying, all celebrating. Because look at this dark witch who works in the justice system, probably linking to family, nothing but a dark witch, wants to be this empress. Look at this empress with a crown. And she's never been crowned by the divine. So she wants that for herself. Could be an auntie, could be an uncle, could be a cousin. Disgusting. All premeditated it was. All carefully planned. Executed. Even identity theft. Because these dark witches want to be this empress. But this empress isn't a dark witch. She's not. That's why she's been crowned by the divine. So they probably even want her crown from the divine. Chariot in reverse. They took full control. Three of Pentacles in reverse. These dark, dark witches. One of Cups. Fondness of anything she loves. And then we've got the habit, dependency. And look at the scar. They've been doing this feminine her whole life. Even as a child. Even as a child, they've tried to sacrifice her. They will even do that to cats, anything, okay? Because they just want her to be scarred. Because that's what they like, these sick families. And these sick people who work within the government. They all need mental health checks, alright? I don't know why they rep this type of behaviour. Because they're disgusting, they're foul, they're vile. They want to keep it a secret that they like snatching kids, you see. Child snatchers, working within the government, child snatchers. They will battle and compete to take your kids. And it's a persistent thing. Even people who work within the justice system. Because it's always been in their destiny to be a set of backstabbing, malicious little bitches in this justice system. It's like it in Hull. It's exactly the same in Hull. Hull Crown Court, the lot. Backstabbing, malicious, dark, wicked witches, yeah? I've been what? Surfing the web. They even want to end the children. Put it on the dark web. This is what they're like. It's what they're into. People like Hull Crown Court as well. And they want recognition. It's what they're like in Hull, Humberside Police. Social services in Hull. They're exactly the same. My family's exactly the same. From inside of Hull and outside of Hull. They're disgusting. They just want to gain power and control over her full destiny. Because they want her destiny. For themselves. That's all it is. They want her destiny for themselves. They want this generational wealth. They want these kids. They want these gifts, skills and talents for themselves. And they want to lay her down to rest. And trot around and get all successful. Over causing heartbreak. Look at me. Yeah. Full families involved. Full families in the judgment. Full community, full police force, full fucking military, alright? Corrupt NHS ambulance services, the lot. Because they love to collaborate, these pals, to play these sick, sinister games. And they trot around like, look at me, I've got a lanyard, I've got a badge. Honestly, I'm going to get out of this energy, yeah? Because I can't stand these sick fucks. I can't stand these sick fucks. Can't stand them. Would I be able to live with myself if I was one of these? Would I fuck? Would I fuck? Again, a baker's involved. Because they want to talk like big man. Prop themselves up on a bar. Ten of Pentacles wanted that fortune for themselves, didn't they? Wanted to act like big man, spend the money, yeah, propped up at a bar, pissing it up the wall. While they've broken children's heart. Tug of war, I'll snatch your kids off her. Disgusting. And then they want to act like big man. Nah. That ain't big. That ain't a big man. That's an absolute disgrace and abomination to the Lord Jesus Christ, our Saviour. Another child snatching cult. Another child snatching gang, yeah? Dark witches, dark warlocks. And they want you to what? Recognise them for being a sick fuck. Oh, I recognise you, darling. If you're on here, yeah? And you've been doing this to me and my kids again. Locked in spiritual prison. Stripped of all your spiritual gifts. And I'll see you in that fucking courtroom, you sick fucks. Because I've had this done to me. They've been cashing checks. They know when they've been going to the banks, the ATMs have cameras there. So they've been banning the ATM cameras because they don't want the ATM cameras to see the faces when they're drawing money out of accounts. So they're banning ATM cameras because they don't want the ATMs to recognise when they're drawing this wealth out of an account because, well, a lot of people in the community have got it in an account and they're all sharing this wealth to themselves and pissing it up the wall and partying. Like they're doing with me. Disgusting. King of Wands in reverse. Here we go again. Two of Swords in reverse. Seeing through it. Toxic. Five of Pentacles. They're going very toxic. They are going to be losing everything. Emperor in reverse. Even children's father was involved. A very toxic father who was obsessed with becoming this empress. Because he's a freak. Alright. King of Wands in reverse. Nothing but a dark warlock. I'm getting out of this energy. I'm getting out of it. I'm getting out of it. I always viewed this empress, okay, as rivalry. Then I'll get anyone to come to this empress just to scam her out of more money, okay, scam her out of this. It's disgusting. Honestly, men and women nowadays, yeah, they just disgust me, these type of men and women. People who work within the government, yeah, the corrupt side of them, the vile, the putrid. Alright, sir, if this has happened to you, I'm really sorry that it has happened to you, but the world's full of sick fucks, and hopefully, one day, yeah, we can team up together to take these sick fucks down and get justice. Send in peace, love and light.